My name is Jeanette Nyanjo. I work for Conrad Adenauer Foundation. And I'd like to say today's session has been quite informative and very reflective from my perspective, looking at decolonization within the work that we do and specifically research. I've been able to learn that we've tended to take a lot of things actually for granted without actually looking at the deeper perspective.
My name is Walter Mounde. I represent Women Educational Researchers of Kenya as a Gender, Disability and Social Inclusion Officer. And I'm a Gender Fellow with Mizizi Africa. I am happy to be part of the learning sessions that we've had today. And part of what has stood out for me is the aspect of decolonization. And indeed, we have seen that there are a number of women researchers who have published their work. And it's important for us to have a mechanism through which we can cite their work as part of appreciating, the effort that they put in putting together evidence, from Africa and Kenya in particular.
My name is Ruth Nanjeho. I work with Population Council Kenya as a researcher. Today's session was very, very informative. I had really been looking forward to having some understanding on decolonizing research methods in gender. And my key takeaway from today's session is that we really need to embrace our way of generating knowledge instead of just focusing on the Western or the Eurocentric way of research methods.
So in terms of research, being able to take up an aspect of socio-ecological approach in the work that we do, specifically centering the people that we are actually working with to be part of what we do and the kind of research that we populate that actually speaks to their specific needs and benefits them. In terms of research from a larger perspective, specifically how us as Africans can be able to contribute within the research space, I think it has been quite eye-opening, the fact that we need to be able to carry out more research within our African context and actually using the African journals that are available and websites to be able to produce knowledge and to disseminate the knowledge that we have.
The community is supreme, not just in program implementation, but even in research work. Just consulting the community on how the tools look like, the research questions and the process so that the community understands what you're doing and eventually giving feedback to the community on the findings that you had with your research is also quite important. So again, the aspect of epistemology, and it's something that was an eye-opener for me today, trying to trace, the learnings that we get, where they come from, what kind of influences do they bring to our lives, and more than that, in our practice, what are the biases that we get from the sources of knowledge that we get.
We need to recognize our own knowledge, recognize our own authors, and just try to even do the publication in our own journal, because sometimes we publish in the journals outside Africa and people don't even get to read what we publish outside there. So it's very, very important that we utilize the kind of knowledge that we generate, and it's also a call for the policymakers to embrace the research that we generate, the evidence that we generate at the grassroots level, instead of just waiting maybe to utilize research that has been generated by, for example, big bodies or big organizations. We can rely on our own research, on our own evidence from the community, from the local researchers, and just making sure that we own our own research.
So far, my reflection is we need to be more intentional when it comes to decolonizing research within the work that we do, because without being intentional, then we tend to overlook some of the aspects that would be key in terms of ensuring that our work actually speaks to the context of what we are doing.